Let's learn how to configure track time limits and idle timeouts in Instruqt. Every Instruqt track has two timers that control session length: time limits and idle timeouts. The time limit sets how long a user can stay in a track, while the idle timeout, which is optional but recommended, ends a session if they go inactive too long. Let's configure a track time limit using the Instruqt web UI. Select the track you wish to modify the time limit of. First, we want to make sure our users can see how much time they have. In the Settings section, toggle Show Countdown Timer to On. Now let's click Edit. In the Time Limit field, enter the desired value in minutes and click Save. Now we see our time limit has changed to 30 minutes. Great! Now let's do it using the Instruqt CLI. If you are unsure how to install the Instruqt CLI, head to our documentation page for more information on how to get started. So let's pull the same track by typing cd new Acme track and then Instruqt track pull. Great! Now let's open the track.yaml file and adjust the time limit to the amount we want in seconds. Command or Control S to save our work. Then in the terminal, let's push our changes with Instruqt track push. If we open up our track, we see the time limit has been changed back to 40 minutes. You can let users extend their session when time is up. If enabled, they'll get a prompt to add more minutes with a max limit you set for each track. To do this, within the Settings tab, click Additional Settings. Toggle Allow users to extend their session to On and input the max amount of time they can add on in minutes. Click Save. Awesome! Now let's do it using the CLI. We'll follow the same steps as before and end up in the track.yaml file. Except this time, we'll add an extend TTL parameter within lab config. Command or Control S to save, and then push the updates to Instruqt. If we pull up our track, we see that when time runs out, a prompt appears to extend the session for 5 minutes. Great job! Lastly, let's configure a track's idle timeout. On the web UI, back under the Additional Settings tab, toggle Timeout Idle Users to On and add how many minutes you'd like. Then click Save. Super easy! To do this in the Instruqt CLI, within the track.yaml file, we'll add an idle timeout parameter. Make sure to add the value in seconds. Command or Control S to save, and then again let's push these changes. We see our idle timeout setting has been added. Great job!